Alright, hi everybody, this is A7X Fan Ben. This is blog number 25 with Pirates with Ben. It's another video audio blog, and that's the first news I've got actually. I'm going to try to do this more and more often. I've got three main reasons I want to do it a lot. Apparently, I found out through a video by Roberto Blake, who's a cool YouTube creator. It was from a few years ago, but apparently the YouTube algorithm favors daily uploads. So I'm going to be trying to do a lot of YouTube comment to grow my channel and whatnot and expand the influence and try to have Pirates content reach more people. So that's one reason I want to do more video audio blogs than written. And then another reason is that it saves me time. So these are usually between 10 and 15 minutes versus writing the post out, especially with the card of the day. That's what really takes up a lot of time usually. Sometimes written blogs can take between 30 to 60 minutes to figure out and write out and all that. So this only takes 10 to 15 minutes to record. And then there's a bunch of back-end stuff. I have to convert it to an MP3 file for the audio version. And then I've still got to go through links and whatnot, but it's still faster overall to do audio video blogs. And then the final reason is that I can do two formats with this format. So with written, it's just written, but then video audio is like 2 in 1 basically. So if I do a written, it's only one of the three formats, but then if I do a video blog, I can easily just convert it to the audio and then upload that to Shout Engine and archive.org, and then from there it goes to iTunes. So I can spread things around and do two formats out of three by just recording the video. So, and that's what I think I've already improved that. I'm trying to make the blog more audio friendly, and I think I've already done that, and I'm going to keep working on that. Obviously, picture of the day is going to be kind of sunk cost either way, but that's all right. So other news, there's a race scenario that's gaining a little bit of popularity in the game ideas thread. I posted a link to one of them yesterday, and then Xerix chimed in, talked about how he did do a race scenario recently, and he talked about how there was an oval with terrain, and then each lap completed, the controller of a ship would gain 1 gold, and then each ship could be sunk up to 3 times, but then it would return to the starting island fully repaired. And so I'm going to link to that post in Game Ideas. I just responded. I think it's really interesting. Bootstrap Bill, his race scenario on Pojo, which I'll bring up right now. That was the first time I heard of a race scenario, but now with Xerix playing it, he has his own rules, and then this Doc Brown old fan site, and now there's like 3 different people who have tried or come up with the race idea, so I'm really interested in trying it, so I might try to do it on Vassal, hopefully this month maybe, if I can get somebody to play with, so I'm pretty excited about that. Not like a big game or anything, but just kind of a test out the concept. That's definitely something I want to try out. And then other news, I'm actually uploading a video right now. You can see it's processing, or not quite, but it's uploading. It's a review of the terrain and islands that I have from Ross and AZ, who's Ross in Arizona. He's a miniature trading member who makes custom islands, and I'm going to put a link to his Facebook page in that video. So that's a video I'm excited about to put out. And that's one of the best ways to get custom islands and terrain if you're not willing to make your own, or if you're not able to, or whatever. Or if you're like me and you're not really the crafty type, so your stuff isn't going to come out as aesthetic as his, for example. So look for that on my channel today, actually. And then, okay, so the deal of the day is going to be a couple from Pits on Swede, who's an eBay member from Sweden. And you might think the shipping would be extravagant, but it's not too bad actually. There's some lots up here that I like quite a lot. 20 common ships, 1 bid, $2.99 with $5 shipping, and it ends today. Looks like around 7:30 Eastern time. So if you're watching this today, hopefully you'll catch this. But there's other deals too. So I'm going to link to all the pirate stuff they have on their eBay listings, and some of them are ending a day from now or 2 days from now. But it looks like the best deals on some of these ship lots are ending, like 21 common ships, only $3 with 7 shipping. But from Sweden, I mean, that shipping isn't too bad really for the quantity you're getting and for international shipping, for example. So it looks like there's like 4 ship lots and a couple other ones. So that's the deal of the day, kind of a mixed bag. I didn't really pick one lot over the others because they all look decent. Not a lot of rares, but in terms of bang for your buck and getting some quality, it would be a good way to get started, or kind of expand your collection if it's like reasonably small and you don't have some of the more common ships yet. And I do see some ships from like Crimson Coast and South China Seas, some sets that aren't as common as, you know, OE and stuff that's super cheap. All right, so looks like it's time for card of the day. So I'm going to go 1 through 14 for the set number, including Return to Savage Shores as usual. Set number 6 is Davy Jones' Curse. So I'm going to bring that up on the database page here at Miniature Trading. I'm going to sort by number. I think it goes to 300 for this set. And let's see if I'm right. Yep, so it goes up to the Guichuan number 300. So we can go 1 to 300 on the random number generator, number 9. So we got a low number here. So it's going to be something cursed. And it's Tsuro. I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't know if the T is silent, if it's just Tsuro or what it is. But anyway, number 009 from Davy Jones' Cursed is Tsuro. And it's a cursed rare sea serpent. So it's a 4-segment sea monster. And so it's a rare 16 points, 4 cargo, L move. The cannons are 2L is the head of the serpent, and then the rest of the tentacles or segments are all 3S. So a 2L at the front and then 3 S's for the other 3. So sea monster keyword, and give the ship a sea monster a move action, but do not move it. Instead, roll a d6. On a result of 5 or 6, move an enemy ship L in any direction. So this is kind of an odd, unique serpent. The other ones from Davy Jones' Curse aren't very good, so this one actually kind of stands out as probably the best in my opinion. The other ones have worse abilities in my opinion and aren't really much faster for the most part. That being said, they also got Mistwalker in this set as a super rare that Curse did, and that one has LL speed and good cannons, so to speak, for 14 points. So Tsuro, I think, is a bit overpriced as usual. I think it could have been 13 or 14 points. Despite the cargo, you're probably not going to get gold because you have to got to win boarding parties against enemy gold runners, which isn't going to work very well, especially with just LL speed. So Tsuro, kind of an odd case, and of course you can't put crew aboard, so you've got very limited options with this sea creature. What I would do is use it in larger games. So I would say 80 points or more. Even 60 is not really enough. You're not going to be getting good value for your points. I would say at least 80 points, so that way it doesn't take up more than 20% of your build total. Preferably 100 points or more build total. This one is better in big games, and I have used it a few times in, I don't know, not campaign games. And basically, I leave it at my home island to start the game, and I use that ability constantly. So I just use the ability and try to get 5s or 6s. It's part of the mind control strategy, sort of. It's not in that fleet, 'cause it's pretty pricey for what you get. But if you roll well, you can move enemy ships around, throw them onto reefs and stuff, which is cool. But that being said, 16 points is a lot to pay for that ability. It's a 6-point crew on Tabitha McWarren from Fire and Steel, along with a few other crew. So you're paying a 10-point premium in a way. So it's better to have it on a ship like the Fiddler's Green, which is 5 points cheaper and also has reroll built in, for example. So this isn't really the best way to get this L mover. We call it the L mover ability. Xerix and myself, we've both used it a lot. So I used this ability a bunch in Vassal Campaign Game 1 as the Cursed to mess with other fleets a bunch, and kind of variations of this ability. So generally, try to use it in 80 or more point games. Probably leave it at your home island to start, and then keep it submerged, and then try to go and attack. But you might need either a navigator or one of the L boosters, like the Serpent's Fang, for example, or the Hag of Tortuga, the cursed version, to boost the speed. So Tsuro, oh yeah, Game Piece rating, can't go too high here. I'm going to say 3.5 or 4 out of 10. It's really not that great. Honestly, the ability is the main draw here. Everything else is either mediocre or below average. I don't think it's worth more than, maybe 13 points maximum. The speed really holds it back and makes you want to keep it in place, but the ability is not really going to happen that often. So I can't really give a great rating here. Probably 3.5 out of 10 realistically, considering everything else in the game. So Suro not super highly recommended, but like I said, it's probably the best of the 4 sea serpents that were rare from Davy Jones' curse. But if you can get lucky or splurge on the Mistwalker, that one's super rare, but that one's way better. So Suro not too great, but kind of a fun novelty ability if you like that niche of controlling your opponent's ships and whatnot. So picture of the day, I've got 3 or 4 anniversary, looks like 4 picks. These were all taken on June 5th, 2015. The first one, you can see the American Home Island with the Concordia and the USS Thomas Jefferson dock there are 2 of my favorite American 5-masters. They've got a lot of great 5-masted gunships. This is just a really clear picture that I like quite a lot. It's a really nice one in general. Next one is the Revolution. This was actually another gift from Trox. You remember from my Serpent's Fang video review. Hopefully you watched that. He was nice enough to give me the Nordic Raiders pack, partly because of my battle reportings. That's a nice little thing in terms of writing a lot of battle reports consistently over the years. And then this was another one. I got the Revolution, which is a special edition from Mysterious Islands. Those special edition box ships are tough to find compared to some of the other ones. I still need the Tasmanian Devil. That one's a pretty decent one, in my opinion. But I got the Revolution from Trox as well. And I think it was like that day or the day after I launched it. The Americans launched it from a trading port in Economy Edition, which you can see are there. So pretty sweet. And then here's another picture. Using the flash. This actually showcases the Serpent's Fang, which, like I said, I'll link to the miniature video review that I just uploaded, I think yesterday or the day before. And you can see sea creatures primed and ready to enter the lagoon after they submerge in Economy Edition. And then I think I had one of the L boosters on the crocodile at the bottom of this picture. So I had 2 L boosters like I like to use in that strategy. And then you can see the glitter on Brachyura, because that's the super rare version of Brachyura, the giant crab that the cursed have. So with the flash, you can kind of see the sparkly nature of it, which is neat, I guess, for what it's worth. And then probably my favorite picture of the day for today, though, is this really big vertical picture of pretty much the entire Economy Edition ocean. It's hard to even get it all in the frame here. So you can see almost all the stuff that's going on. You can see how big the game is. Even this was only about a week into the game's life, so you can see how much it expanded in just a week from starting. You can see the Americans and the English off in the distance. This is just a really cool view. You can see the forts that the Franco-Spanish built. You can see the curse in the American operations in the south and the north. You can see the lagoon is about to erupt in battle. And you can see the Franco-Spanish operation near their home island where they have a lot of ships and whatnot, and the pirates just saving up gold. So pretty cool picture of the day. Like I said, taken 3 years ago in Economy Edition, June 5th, 2015. And I'll put a link to that battle report as usual. So that pretty much does it for today. Like I said, I want to do more video audio blogs going forward because it saves me time, allows me to do 2 formats out of 3 instead of just written. And apparently the YouTube algorithm is probably, as far as I know, it's favoring daily uploads still. So I'm going to try to do a lot of YouTube content. So without further ado, I'll see you quite soon. So look for my review of Ross's Islands and Terrain, and thanks for watching.